2021 is coming to a close, and let's take a look at the 10 best wrestlers of the last year who have the biggest impact between AEW and WWE. Number 10, Big E. Big E takes the number 10 spot on this list because he started off the year as the Intercontinental Champion, and after that he won the Money in the Bank briefcase, eventually cashing it in to become the WWE Champion. He's having a really fun run as champ, and I think this is his best year ever in his career. Big E is finally a top main event guy. Number 9, Britt Baker. 2021 was definitely quite the year for Britt Baker. The beginning of it included her dropping some fire promos. She then became a legit star after that hardcore match with Thunder Rosa that catapulted her into the women's title picture, where she won the championship at Double or Nothing. She deserves a spot on this list because she's been carrying the women's division in AEW ever since. Number 8, Edge. Edge would have ranked higher on this list if he wasn't a part-timer. However, he is, and because of that, we don't see too much of him. But when we do see him, it's really good stuff. Edge was very successful in 2021, winning the Royal Rumble, feuding with Roman Reigns, main eventing WrestleMania, starting that dream feud with Seth Rollins, leading to 3 epic matches between the two, and is currently involved in a fun program with The Miz. At 48 years old, Edge is still one of the best wrestlers on the planet. Number 7, CM Punk. CM Punk earns the number 7 spot on this list because he had the greatest moment of the year. Seeing him come back and return at AEW Rampage was just beautiful. Punk's also been putting on great matches against the likes of Darby Allin, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Eddie Kingston, just to name a few. He's also in a red-hot feud with MJF. Punk's comeback is enough to make him the number 7 best wrestler of the year. Number 6, Seth Rollins. Although Seth Rollins has not won any championships in the year of 2021, he's been doing some of the best work of the year, especially when it comes to character work. I absolutely love his gimmick and think almost everything he's been doing has been entertaining. Seth Rollins spent the first half of the year feuding with Cesaro, which was an incredible feud. As said earlier, Rollins then went on to feud with Edge, putting on dream matches. And for the last couple of months, he's been in the WWE title picture on Raw, and I would love to see him become the champion sometime soon in 2022. Number 5, Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley had a dominant 2021. He was the US champion in the beginning of it. He then won the WWE title, holding onto that belt for most of the year, defeating Drew McIntyre, Goldberg, and anyone else in his way. Big E eventually beat him for it, but he's already back in the WWE Championship picture, and it looks like he's about to have a babyface run as well, which seems interesting. Number 4, Bianca Belair. If you're a Bianca Belair fan, then you should know that this has been a good year to be a fan of hers. Bianca was incredible this year. She won the Royal Rumble, and shortly after that, she stole the show with Sasha Banks at WrestleMania, becoming the SmackDown Women's Champion. Belair went on to hold that title until SummerSlam, where she lost to Becky Lynch. And I understand many people hated that moment, but it did lead to a ton of good matches with Sasha, Bianca, and Becky. I think she will win the title back in 2022 at WrestleMania, finally defeating Lynch. Number 3, Kenny Omega. Even though I'm not a huge Kenny Omega fan, I can't deny the fact that he's had a very good year in 2021 and should definitely be on this list at the bottom of it. Kenny Omega was the AEW champion for the year, delivering some classics that won't be forgotten. He's easily a top 3 wrestler of 2021. Number 2, Roman Reigns. The number 2 wrestler of 2021 is Roman Reigns. This may shock some people because I always talk about the fact that Roman is the top guy right now, the best wrestler on the planet, but I do think the number 1 wrestler on this list had a slightly better year. There's not much else to say about Roman Reigns other than he's been the Universal Champion all year long, who has not been pinned at all. Roman is having the best run of his career, entering GOAT status. And number 1, Bryan Danielson. In the first half of the year, Daniel Bryan had one hell of a last run in WWE. After taking the summer off, he made his debut at All Out to a thunderous pop and has had an even better run in AEW as Bryan Danielson. This has been a really special run, and I can't wait to see more from him in 2022. Bryan has been the MVP of this year, making him the wrestler of 2021.